Coming up on this edition of the Newsfeed, find out how the Blacksburg community is brought together through swing dancing. Plus, learn about an organization that helps students get out and explore the great outdoors. And the one-of-a-kind orchestra created here at Virginia Tech. Those stories and more are just ahead. Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Carly Gillespie. After a long stretch of wet weather here in Blacksburg, some apartment complexes, such as Tech Terrace apartments, are now in recovery mode as they now have to repair damage due to flooding. First floor tenants of 307 Tech Terrace had to uproot themselves and stay in Blacksburg hotels while their leasing office was renovating their water-damaged apartments. For many residents, water flooded in through the front door into the kitchen, living room, and front bedrooms, bringing in dirty water up to their ankles filled with sand, dirt, and much more. Even though the apartment's leasing office had provided sandbags for tenants to place in their front doors, it wasn't enough to stop the water from coming in.
We were kind of panicked for a while. We thought that we could fix it with towels at first. We called one of our friends and we're like, can you bring over any towels that you have? And he came over and he was like, towels cannot fix this.
After 2 nights in hotels and the wet and molding carpet replaced new, Poland and other tenants of Tech Terrace were able to move back into their apartment and resume to their normal lifestyles. Venture Out is an organization here at Tech focused on providing fun, safe, and educational outdoor activities, from horseback riding to rock climbing and everything in between. Students, staff, and Blacksburg community members can participate in any of these programs, which occur up to 7 or 8 times a month and usually cost anywhere from $20 to $90. However, despite the number of activities and the reasonable costs, Venture Out doesn't quite have the notoriety as one might expect from such an outdoorsy organization in such a nature-loving community. They are focused on growing their programs in the near future, though.
We are a pretty small program. And we can't really serve everybody on campus, but we have some things in the works right now. There will be a challenge course, like a low ropes and high ropes course that'll be getting built here on campus in the next year or so.
By offering even more activities to participate in, Venture Out hopes to involve even more of the Blacksburg community in their programs. Despite some challenges, the Venture Out staff remains optimistic about the organization's growth in the near future. Swing dance is a group of dances that developed with the swing style of jazz music in the 1920s to 1940s. Now, almost 100 years since its beginning, swing dance is more widespread than ever. Blacksburg Swing Dance is a social organization that is committed to preserving and sharing swing dance, jazz music, and the love of the dance. It is a friendly atmosphere that brings the whole community together.
It's great. It's a great community here. There's a lot of really fun people that come out on a regular basis. We have some really talented people here. We have some really wonderful teachers that have gotten involved and people that make the organization what it is. So it's not even just about what we're doing, but who we're doing it with. So I definitely encourage anybody that's even a little bit interested in swing or jazz or just socializing to come out and give it a try, meet who we have here, because they're probably going to fall in love with it like I did.
Swing dances take place every Friday night at the Y Center from 7:30 to midnight. For more information, go to blacksburgdance.org. On October 15th, Virginia Tech students and Blacksburg families gathered at the Inn at Virginia Tech for the 6th annual Bug Fest, sponsored by the Entomology Department at Virginia Tech. Bug Fest is one of the many ways the department does community outreach. Admission to Bugfest was free, and hundreds of Blacksburg locals came to the inn to enjoy the variety of family-friendly displays. Many of the booths, like the kids, used tools like microscopes. However, Michael Weaver, the head of the Virginia Tech Pesticide Program, says that these events are not just for kids.
And the youth is important because the youth sometimes is a conduit to the adults. So it's, you know, it's sometimes discounted as, well, it's just a youth program. Well, no, it isn't. It's actually a communication program that you use that to change and impact lives. And you can do that at a young age, and sometimes it affects the older people as well. All the things work in tandem, you know.
Weaver says that the department prepares for Bugfest with other family events throughout the year, like 4-H fairs, campus tours, and bug collection competitions in the spring. Just ahead on the newsfeed, learn about what Hokie Wellness is doing to promote a tobacco-free lifestyle, and a building that has stayed with one family through their different business adventures. That and more right after this break.
Dream that I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly, just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to the newsfeed. LORC, or the Virginia Tech Digital Interactive Sound and Intermedia Studios Linux Laptop Orchestra, is Virginia Tech's version of the world's first orchestra of its kind. The laptop orchestra combines aspects of a traditional Western orchestra with contemporary technology. Newsfeed reporter Maura Hav joins us to tell us more. Maura?
Thank you, Carly. Yes, LORC was founded in 2009 by Dr. Izo Bukvich, who is an associate professor in composition and multimedia here at Virginia Tech. Let's take a look at what the modern-day orchestra is doing to personify the meaning of Invent the Future. One of the goals of LORC is to advance research in computer music as a new form of media. The orchestra also combines arts and science into a single entity.
This is probably the only ensemble at Virginia Tech that you could come into knowing nothing about what you're about to do, and even after the first day you would immediately just have fallen in love with what you were working with. Like, it's not an easy thing to pick up. Like, there was easily 2 weeks where I would stand there with the Wii remote and pretend like I knew which buttons I was clicking and just moving them in some sort of direction to make it look like something was happening, but you catch on.
The orchestra uses graphical programming for audio, video, and graphics processing, as well as equipment like Nintendo Wiimotes and other devices. The ensemble supports up to 18 network performers who can share specific content between one another.
LORC is like a family, really. Like, we all bring something to the table, like personality-wise, and we just have fun in here. Like, we have tons of people from different majors, and we all loosen up, I feel like, in LORC, and just have fun and make music.
Unlike traditional instruments, laptops can take on many forms and provide a whole array of different sounds. LORC hopes to exceed the limit of sounds in music and explore the multisensory nature that a laptop provides. LORC puts on a few performances during the year, so be sure to keep an eye out for one of their upcoming largest on-campus performances in the spring.
Definitely something to put on your calendar. The semi-annual Tobacco-Free Hokies campaign hosted its T-shirt giveaway and awareness event last week inside the department headquarters at McComas Hall. The event accepted both registrants and walk-ins and had more than 300 Hokies attend. All students were eligible if they met the criteria of being smoke-free, tobacco-free, and nicotine-free. The Tobacco-Free Hokies had 2 T-shirt distribution days instead of only 1 day like in the previous years. The additional day saw an increase in walk-ins and allowed for more sign-ups.
The T-shirts are a vital part of our campaign because they're meant to be a conversation starter. They have a funny quote on them about something like a Surgeon General's warning, It's kind of a little silly, you know, don't use a porcupine as a pillow, don't run with scissors, but it ultimately gets the important message of don't smoke across.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
It's not the first time that Hokie Wellness has given out promotional items as an incentive and encouragement for Hokies to live tobacco-free. It is one of the many efforts by the department that joins the Body Project, Recovery Community, and Party Positive in helping Hokies maintain a happy and healthy lifestyle. Downtown hotspots, Poor Billy's and Big Al's, are known for their great food, drinks, and fun college atmospheres. However, many people don't know that the two businesses are related. In 1977, the Edwards family first purchased the building in hopes of opening a family-run business. At the time, Big Al's was a hair salon located in the downstairs portion of the building, and the upstairs was being rented by the Virginia Tech Architecture Department. It wasn't until 1998 that Big Al's Sports Bar came to be, and less than a year later, Poor Billy's took the place of the salon. Father Al, mother Cheryl, and their two children, Julie and Billy, still work together to this day, but the restaurant's business hasn't always been easy.
Being in the restaurant business, and in a college town where basically 95% of my business relies on the college students, it's tough.
After 18 years of success, the Edwards family is thankful for the community's ongoing support. That will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed. If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com. And as always, you can connect with the Newsfeed on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. I'm Carly Gillespie.